is absolutely jammed in like sardines. A huge crowd at Princes Park, although certainly not the biggest we've ever seen here because of the construction of the new Carlton stand going up, which has reduced the capacity. But there are people in here shoulder to shoulder. What an atmosphere as umpire Rowan Saws gets it started. Hawke wins a two-fister. Comes to Glasgow of Carlton. He was bowled over after he got rid of it. The whistle's gone. And it's going to be a relayed free up the ground to be taken by Craig Bradley for Carlton.
Well, the Swans would have to be pumped up. The big match here. Top spot at stake. Kick up towards full forward. Bounce over the top. The Swans may break clear. Hand pass. Centre half back. Now they get it up to centre half forward. Aitken nearly marks. Desperate stakes at ground level. Chance now for Bays. Tackled by Johnston when he didn't have the ball. Rather crude tackle by Johnston. Play on. Mitchell gets it out wide. Chance for Carroll. Carroll's high ball towards full forward. Carlton mark, and it's a good one to Justin Madden.
Well, this is going to really test Michael Byrne today against the beanpole Justin Madden. Out to Alvin. Bouncing ball. Evans at half-back. Into Peter Rode, who makes a return to the first this week for Carlton. Past Dorotich it goes. Dennis, who starred last week. Bolton giving chase. Dennis backwards. Bradley, a mighty kick. Past Satori it goes. Taken out of the air by Craig Holden. He can't get rid of it in time. Pushed in the back, says the umpire. Not popular with the Carlton fans.
Well,
fair enough decision, definitely.
Swans player on the bench in the hands of the trainers. The ball goes to half-back for the Swans. Tui not paid the mark. Robertson throws himself on the ball in desperation. Free kick being awarded to Robertson, half forward for Carlton. He's about 55, nearly 60 metres out from goal. Too far to score. He thumps a drop punt to the front of the square. High flyers one, and there they are. Free kick's been picked out of it. It's going to the Swans. Clean mark to Kernahan, but the umpire Dorr had picked a free kick out, and it'll go to Neil Cordy in the last line of defence for the Swans. Pushed out by Sartori.
Yes, free kick definitely against Sartori before the ball got down there, so bad luck for Carlton.
Cordy takes the free from half-back. Up near the centre. Rhys Jones glides like a bird. Great play, David Rhys Jones, and what a pass to Sartori. 40 metres from goal. Carlton have been forward a couple of times and have been thwarted by free kicks, but Sartori, back in the first this week, should go deliberately for goal from 40. Coming up for his first kick. And it's good. First score to the Blues.
Sartori's a player that they've missed out of this Carlton side. He was in tremendous form earlier in the season, and it gave them added lift on that forward line. But there's dashing play by Rhys Jones to get it away out of that back line. A top mark, and look at that pass. Sartori was 40 yards in front of his opponent there.
Very handy, tall player up in the forward pocket. Bounce in the centre. Chance for the Blues. Dennis's kick high. The half forward, no mark. Kernan's made good position. Picks up the crumb, shoots for goal. It might bounce through. Just offline. And the Blues doing all the attacking early in the game.
Got plenty of talent up there on that forward line. If it all fires on the one day, we'll see a great victory to Carlton, but it's a matter of them all firing at the one time.
Kick in by Cordy. Tui's there with Johnston. Comes to the back, Bradley. Evans. Around the corner. Up towards the pocket. Well, courage by Bolton. Comes off hands to Cordy. His kick back to centre wing, Dorotich. And in front, Dennis almost a mark. He's torn his jumper for the second week in a row, Richard Dennis. It goes to Rhys Jones. Slipping is Nailey. Great pick up, Alvin. Alvin's kick towards centre half forward. Kernahan's there. Thumped out by Henwood. Carroll to Bolton. Lightning exchange of hand passing. And Henwood eventually.
Henwood's high kick towards half forward. Great mark by Dorotich. Sensational mark by the big centre half-back. Maybe just the confidence booster that he needs. He's had a bit of a lean period. He's kicked to centre half forward. No mark taken. Played by the Swans. They could come clear. Quirk. can't control the ball. Just as he bent to pick it up, his foot got in the road and he's kicked it out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in 40 metres around from the Carlton goal. The Blues 1-1, lead the Swans yet to score 4 minutes into the first quarter.
It's Byrne, Satori and Ruck against him. Bolton, great hand pass. Hawke threading it out. Incidentally, Bob Hawke's here today as well. Greg Williams, first kick for the match. Alvin flying high. 4 players crash to the ground. Socket off the ground by Tui, but straight out of play on the full.
No talk there by the Swans. 2 players against 1. Should have been a bit of shepherding.
He must have thought his Carlton opponent was right on his hammer. Elvin's kick from half back up towards the wing. Kernahan in front. Nailey picks up the crumbs well. His kick smothered. Glass got off the ground towards centre half forward. The Swans in good position. Carter. Here's Williams. Well caught. Good tackle. Johnston can't get his kick clear. Great tackling, great smothering early in the match. Chance for Stevie Wright on the wing. Takes 1 bounce. Second bounce brings him up through half forward. His handball over the top. Neagle back to Wright. Wright going inside 50 metres will shoot for goal. A long drop punch offline. Through for the Swans' first score. It's a behind at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter.
Good running play there by Stevie Wright. He carried the ball a good 100 metres down from the wing.
He's been a star in the last month in their big victories. Carlton out of defence. Aitken ducks a tackle. Just gets clear. Oh, Glasgow 30 metres in the clear. Hawke coming to close the gap. Glasgow from the wing to half forward. Satori there, beaten to it by Cordy. Off the ground, Dennis out in front of Evans from 30 metres, misses. He had many options. He could have centred. Maybe the confusion is what made him miss.
Well, he'd perhaps be a little disappointed with himself. The days of modern football means that you centre to give your teammates the chance to kick an easier goal. Carter with the football at full back. Comes out to the members' side. Player all on his own. Tui takes the mark. He's 15 metres in the clear of all Carlton opposition. He kicked the half forward. Strong punch away by the Carlton defence. Over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in. Half forward flank just near the Swans players race. At the 6-minute mark, Carlton lead by 7 points.
Madden wins a good tap. Reece Jones a good gather. And a great hand pass away to Kennedy. High kick. Big pack off the hands to Johnston, but the whistle had gone. Free kick, advantage paid to Carlton. Johnston bursts away with it. Nobody in front of him. He can go all the way, steers the ball towards goal and misses. Well, he should have done so much better with that, the dominator.
Yes, what an opportunity. I think he just tried to steer it through in the end instead of kicking through it. But no pressure whatsoever from the Swans. There's not a Swans player in sight.
Carter kicks the ball in. It goes slightly off the side of his boot to half back. Mark being paid. It's a free kick. Well, Henwood took the mark. Free kick being paid to Kernahan. Plays on quickly to half forward. Oh, strong mark by Sartori. He plays on. Transfers play to the opposite side of the ground. Nailey picks up the ball. Shoots for goal from 25 metres and puts it through.
A little bit fortunate there, Carlton. But that's their second goal, and they've started off brilliantly, doing all the attacking. But pass from Sartori missed the target. But the Swans player handled it badly, fell into Nailey's hands, and an easy shot at goal.
(15-1). 10 minutes gone. Pretty gluey in the centre. Nailey again. Thump forward by Carter. Beautiful pick up by Carroll. Now goes to Henwood. Big kick by Wayne Henwood to centre half forward. Aitken there for Carlton. Stretched and took a good mark.
Good play by Aitken. He's got a bit of strength, this young fellow. Inexperienced. It's his 3rd kick. And they didn't mess around putting him back into the side as soon as he got fit enough. He's kicked to half forwards marked by Dennis. The Blues are doing it too easy. What can the Swans do?
Well, they should pick up their men for a start. They've got players running around on that forward line.
Fifth possession for Dennis, inside 50 metres. Shoots for goal. Right in front of the goals, it's punched through. Kicked off the ground by Kernahan, but it may have been over the line. It was a behind to Carlton. It's their 4th. 2-4-16, leading the Swans one behind, 10 minutes gone.
Well, the Swans, who've often relied on a quick start in Sydney, certainly haven't got it here. They're in a heap of strife at this stage. Tapped out beautifully by Johnson, but he gave away the free kick. He was over his opponent's shoulder, and it'll come right back to Toohey. And Wayne Johnston giving umpire Dorr a bit of lip. Bernard Toohey coming up for his third kick.
Good kick by Toohey. Covers 50 metres. Oh, great punch away by Reece Jones. Oh, tremendous handball by Dennis to Evans. Evans to half forward. Kernahan's in good position and marks. Had his eyes on the football all the way. Well judged. Good hands. 40 metres out, will shoot for goal.
Yeah, these conditions suit Steve Kernahan much better than last week, where that swirling wind didn't make it easy for him, but on his day is probably one of the best marks in the league, if not the best.
The Blues lead by 15 points. Kernahan could make it 21. 11 minutes into the first quarter, the wind blowing to the end, at which Carlton are kicking. Beautiful kick, straight through the centre, 55 metres. Brilliant goal by Kernahan.
There's Steve Kernahan's one of the top forwards, top centre-half forwards in the game. There's a brilliant spoil by Reece Jones. Quick handball away by Dennis. And they're running really well at the moment, Carlton, getting the ball down to that forward line very quickly and giving their forwards plenty of opportunities. And there's a good strong mark for Steve Kernahan. Received a bit of strong attention from Henwood.
Evans for Carlton. Hurriedly out of the middle. They're winning in the middle so far and getting it into attack all the time. Off the ground, Carter. Who's playing up the ground, Carter, on Hunter. Cordy back at full back. Johnston bowled over. No whistle. Right, good hand pass to Hawke. His kick out very wide. Chance for Bays. He's playing on Dorotich. And play on now. It was going to be a Carlton free. Aitken gets the advantage.
Aitken's good left foot kick. Up to centre-half forward. Evans, who's been in the play a lot in the first 10 minutes. Kicks the ball to full forward. Nearly another mark to Carlton. Satori drops a relatively easy chance. Neil Cordy to tidy up. Pushed off the ball by Hunter. Outnumbered 2-1, Neil Cordy. He's caught with the football, close to the boundary line. Throw it in, says field umpire Saws. And boundary throw in 60 metres around for the Carlton goal as Gleeson warms up on the boundary line for the Blues.
It was Mitchell who went off in the opening minute or two for the Swans, allowing Quirk to come on. Toohey, close to the boundary line. Breaks away from Bradley, but he gets there and eventually takes the ball over the line. Craig Bradley playing in the middle on Greg Williams, and so far Williams one possession.
Michael Byrne and Justin Madden. Williams' second possession is muffed. He's got it again in the back. Against Road. Disappointed Carlton player, but Williams with the free kick. Defensive side of centre wing. He kicks it towards centre-half forward. Dorotich and Bays. Dorotich got his hand to it. It comes clear. Chance for Neagle. Neagle's long kick to full forward gives Capper a chance, and he takes the mark. He gives it to Tony Morwood. Morwood shoots for goal. And it's very close offline. A behind of the Swans, and they just can't quite break through. We've played 14 minutes. The Swans goalless at this stage, trailing by 20 points.
Good unselfish play there by Capper, though. He may have been struggling with a slight breeze to make the distance from 40 to 45 metres, and the quick handball gave Morwood the chance. Unfortunately, he couldn't kick straight.
McKenzie, who's playing on Capper, kicks in, and what a mark there by Fripp. Well outside 50, and a 15-metre penalty against Road, which will bring Fripp to about the 50-metre line. Not a bad kick. He's got the distance. Oh, hits the post. So almost kicked a great goal, Terry Fripp. And light rain now falling here at Princes Park. Conditions the Swans really haven't been used to. So, can they play football in finals-type atmosphere in Melbourne when the weather doesn't suit?
Blues always looking to try and create the loose man. This time it was Robertson over the top to Elvin. His hand pass was nearly messed up. Bayes anticipated. Glasgow grabbed it, kicked it out towards the wing. No mark taken there for the Swans by Quirk. And he can't control it as it goes over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in on centre wing. Not far away from the Swans interchange area. Madden. Chance for Hawke. Round onto the right foot. Kicks it into the pocket. Dorotich and Bayes. Bayes held. Daw gives the free kick to the Swans forward.
No doubt about that free kick. Dorotich grabbed Bayes across the throat after he'd attempted to take the mark.
Beautiful kick by Bayes. It's a goal. It's a goal, no doubt about it. Goal umpire had a magnificent view of it. And if ever a man can cover distance with kicks, it's Mark Bayes.
Magnificent kick there from Bayes. One of the best kicks in the league.
He's been a problem, Dorotich, for Carlton in recent weeks, and he gave away a bad free then.
Yes, undisciplined play by the back line. They've got a Dorotich, and the other one who gave away a lot of free kicks last week was Rhys Jones. These players have got to learn to curb their enthusiasm.
Williams out of the middle. Great tackle, Johnston. Umpire says play on. Comes back to the Swans. Bolton. Away to Carroll. A great kick. Kappa with the sit. Oh, in front Mackenzie, but couldn't quite mark it. Kappa back at it. And the umpire will ball it up.
Mackenzie's mark?
Well, I don't think he held it long enough. He should have. He did well to get in the right position.
In the forward pocket for the Swans, a free kick being picked out of it. It's against Bayes. It'll go to Madden. The big Carlton ruckman, 15 metres against Bayes. Second kick coming up for Madden. He kicks it long into the centre. Punched on. Hunter goes down behind play. Quirk on Nailey. Nailey there again. Kernahan. Handball wide. Rhodes a chance. Inside 50 metres. Unselfish handball. Bradley. Into the goal square. Sartori kicks it for the Blues.
Brilliant passage of play by the Carlton. They're showing some of the form that they showed earlier in the season when they really moved that ball quickly. And there it is, a good handball out to Road. And they're playing unselfish football too. Here's Bradley. He could have had a shot at goal. Pops it over to Sartori. No Sydney player within sight. And Sartori kicks his second.
Carlton do have a slight breeze in the first quarter, but they're dominating, 28 points to 9. Bradley making it tough for Williams. Williams hand pass intercepted by Johnston. Oh, good mark, Henwood, who held off Kernahan and still took the mark with one arm. Up to centre half forward. Dorotich standing firm.
Elvin on the end of the Dorotich hand pass to Robertson. Robertson's kick is wide to Glasgow. Tagged by Bolton. He'll take it over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in between wing and half forward, slightly favouring the Blues. Glasgow trying to just hold up play a little by keeping hold of the football, and a throw in. Madden. Nailey breaks clear. The Carlton Rovers are dominating up towards half forward. Kernahan's punch on. Good. Sartori caught. Punch on by Henwood. Carroll well tackled by Johnston. Henwood, pressure by the Carlton forwards is brilliant. The play, half back for the Swans. He's run a mile. Now kicks towards the wing. Bayes. Dorotich flips over to Nailey. Breaks clear Nailey with pace and sureness of foot. Kicks towards full forward. Sartori at the back. Can't mark. Crumbs are gathered by Evans. And he bangs it through offline. Great chance for the Blues. Ron Beggy.
That's a terrible miss by Bernie Evans. Running into goal in that situation, he just needed to keep the ball down low and kick it hard and low. That would have done the job, but he tried to kick it hard and high.
Kick in by Carroll, straight up the ground. Tui, that's twice his mark kicks in, easily. Bernard Tui breaks away, coming up for kick number 5. To centre half forward, Morwood with a nudge. Took the mark, but the umpire copped him for the nudge. And he's given away the free kick. It'll go to Alvin. He'll get 15. No, he'll get 30. No, it's to Aitken. And the 30-metre penalty brings him up towards the wing. A wide lead by Dennis. Courage. Hand pass blocked. Well played, Williams. It goes to Carroll. Long kick up towards half forward. Hawke beaten by Alvin. Didn't get first touch, but he played it beautifully.
Tremendous play by Alvin. His kick into the centre finds Bradley. Bit of a wild one by Fripp. 15 metres of dust up behind play. Alvin and Hawke. Bradley has the football. He kicks it right up into the full forward area. No mark taken. Evans again. Kick around the corner. Not bad. Hits the post. Oh, that's the closest he's come, even considering the deliberate shots he's had.
And that's his third behind Bernie Evans. Had a lot of opportunities in the first quarter.
Carter kicks in this time. Tui's got it again. Or spoiled at the last minute by Rode. It comes down to Gallagher, rather Kennedy, and his kick is offline and goes out of bounds.
"20 minutes into the first quarter, Carter. 55 metres. What a sensational mark. And Johnston, is he pumped up? Oof. Bit of an altercation behind play. Nayley was there, thrown to the ground. Johnston goes for the big torpedo. It's a bomb. Mark could be paid to the man in front, who's Henwood. Kernahan perhaps just a little anxious there, and Henwood with the football for the Swans. Good play by the Swans defender.
6 possessions to Henwood, who's really come good in the last 6 weeks or so. Bowled over is Scott. Here's Robertson for Carlton, near the boundary line. Hooks it back. Hunter's a chance. To the front to Bolton. And he goes straight through them to Holden. All-Australian back pocket. Puts it out wide. A race on between Fripp and Rode. Peter Rode goes to ground. No whistle. Oh, Fripp. Great tackle on Dennis. Holden in there with a little toe poke. Picked up by Kennedy, who has to kick it backwards, but does it well to Glasgow.
Glasgow, you could have gone on, the crowd roars. Now he does. Long kick from 50 metres out into the square. Swan players. Oh, Browning a little slow. Stevie Wright. Handball wide finds Bolton. Chased by Sartori. Bolton's handball. Scott. Back to the skipper in Carroll. Carroll's left foot kick covers a lot of ground. Out to the wing. Rhys Jones. Oh, how do you like that, Mark Bayes, he says. He plays on. Kicks it along towards half forward. Mark taken for the Blues by Sartori. Williams drags him to the ground. And Sartori, 4th mark, proving to be a thorn in the Swans' defence.
They've got too many good players down on that forward line at the moment, Carlton. And Sartori is a big boy, can take a grab. And the Sydney Swans just haven't got the players to cover these top Carlton forwards.
Sartori shot for goal is close. It's through though. The goal umpire moved right across. And Peter Sartori, back for his first match for quite a while, has now kicked 3 goals in the first quarter.
Yes, and Carlton have really missed Sartori out of their forward line over the last weeks. And there's Rhys Jones. He's really pumped up also, playing a good game across that half-back line. There's the mark to Sartori and the 15 metres given against Greg Williams.
Swans have given away 6 15-metre penalties. Ben Cosby. Morwood trying to barge through them. Nayley a great hand pass. Johnston even better. Aitken on the run. A boomer. A chance. Oh, hits the post. Well, the Blues blitzing the Swans at the moment, 37-9.
More importantly, they've had 12 shots for goal to 4, and even a couple have gone out of bounds on the full. Bradley's a chance. Nayley. Back to Dennis. Dennis's kick from a standing position to half forward. No mark taken. It clean bowls all players. Browning at the back. Neil Cordy. Good chasing. Sartori, he's got him. Muffs the handball. Oh, in the back, says the umpire. Luck's a fortune. Cordy to take the free kick for the Swans.
Approaching time on in the first term. Cordy's lined up at full back on Satori and given him 3 goals already. Tapped down by Dorotic. In the back. Free kick goes to Thrip, centre wing. Chance for the Swans to get one before quarter time. Long, Kappa nudges out Mackenzie but can't take the mark. And that'll be a ball up.
Well, tipping Aitken and Kappa will come to grips before the afternoon's out. Bounce of the ball in the forward pocket. Kennedy close to the boundary line. Now it's over and we'll have a throw in about 25 or 30 metres around from the Swans goal. Fairly good conditions at Princes Park. We had a little bit of light rain about 5 minutes ago, but so far so good. Struggle for all players. Elvin on the bottom of it, gets the handball wide. Kennedy hard up against the boundary line. Kicks quickly, covers quite a bit of distance. Out towards half forward for the Swans. Reece Jones tackled, ball crashed to the ground by Michael Byrne, and Reece Jones takes the free kick. He plays on quickly, gives it to Nailey.
Nailey sweeps a 30-metre hand pass to Aitken at centre half back. Dodges around Morwood, playing well. Nobody'd ever heard of him 2 months ago. Tapped out by Madden. It goes to Hunter. Hunter getting around on his left boot. It's coming back, but not enough.
Wasting a lot of opportunities this quarter, Carlton. If they had a kick straight, they could have just about sewn this match up.
I'm sure Tom Hafey was about to make the move, Carter and Cordy, but the play didn't just allow for it, and well, Rod Carter nearly conceded a goal to Hunter.
Cordy kicks the ball in half back. Good punch away. Chance for Kennedy. Kennedy, 5th possession. Kicks a goal for the Blues. Well, the scoreboard attendants are keen. I had that up on the board before I could even get my eyes from the goals up to the scoreboard. 6-8 the Blues, 1-3 the Swans.
There's a great punch away. Kennedy roving well. And they just needed that goal. It's a very handy one at about the 27.5-minute mark. But that wasn't a bad suggestion of yours, Drew. I think Carter should be at full-back.
He's gone there now.
And he is, yes.
Neil Cordy conceded 3 goals to Satori before being switched off him. Scrap up in the centre. The umpire will ball it up again. 6-8 to 1-3. Not much time left in the first quarter. Carlton do have the breeze, but it might be worth 1 goal. That'd be about all. Not 6.
Crush of players at the bottom of that pack. And no one can do much with the ball, so we'll have another bounce. A metre or so away from the centre square. Byrne and Madden. Madden gets it. Dennis read it well, couldn't quite gather. Bradley, left foot kick wide. Hunter's a chance. Out in front. Gathers the ball. Left foot shot for goal by Hunter. High. Hooks it too far and out of bounds on the full.
Well, Neil Cordy can't take a trick, can he? Goes to Hunter and he gets a kick straight away. He's been such a great defender this year too. Kick in by Carter. There's Cordy flying high and taking a good mark. Coming up for his 3rd kick. Played about 28.5 minutes in the first turn. Cordy's kick to centre wing. Bayes flies, but underneath the ball. Comes to the back to Neagle. Hand pass beautifully blocked by Reece Jones. What play by Reece Jones? To Dorotic, to Glasgow, to Johnston. Free kick, the umpire, I think, said Glasgow threw it, did he?
I'm not sure what the free kick's for. I didn't see it.
Anyway, it's a free kick to Hawke.
Hawke at half forward. Doesn't waste much time. Up to the pocket. Elvin glides over the top of the pack and takes what looked to be a simple mark. 9th possession to the number 31. High flyers out on centre wing. Bolton, the bolter. Round onto the right foot. He's run plenty of distance. Drops the ball. Dennis was crunched behind play.
Oh,
now
no.
it's against Dennis.
There was absolutely nothing in that. He's played a relayed free for absolutely nothing.
You're exactly right.
Bit hard to follow. Umpire Saw's in control. Williams with the ball, 50 metres out. Goes for the big torpedo. It's a good kick right on the goal line. It's touched, I think. Yes. Through for a behind to the Swans, much to the delight of what would probably be an 80% Carlton crowd.
You might be being kind to the Swans there, Robbo. I don't think there's that many Sydney fans here either.
Kick in is short to Rhys Jones. Kennedy goes back past, looking for it. Rhys Jones goes the other way, coming up for his 7th possession. Siren sounds, quarter time. Big crowd at Princes Park rise to Carlton, who have dominated the first half hour and lead 6-8-44 to the Swans. 1 goal for 10.
Second quarter about to start. The Blues by 34 points. The bounce favours Madden. Tap goes to Hawke. Hawke's kick to full forward. Mark taken by McKenzie, who anticipated that a little bit better than Kappa. And the big Carlton fullback streams clear of defence. His kick was nearly smothered, but he gathered a lot of territory. Rode takes the mark on wing, trying to play on. Well guarded by Thrip. Rhodes got a player wide. In short, doesn't quite know who to kick it to. Now he decides to go long to half forward. Dennis can't mark. Good mark taken by Carroll for the Swans. A steadying influence by the skipper.
Carroll from halfback, up towards centre half forward. Morwood with the sit and the climb. Dorotich. Alvin, well played. Holden getting it away from Bradley. Oh, but a good pick up. Away go Carlton. Dorotich. Naily tucks it under his arm. Browning gets him from behind, and a kick offline, and a safe chest mark taken by Neil Cordy back in defence.
Fantastic play by Browning. Cordy kicks it out to half-back. No mark taken. At the back, Rowe. Thrip does the tackling. The ball comes out the back. Carroll, tackled by Kernahan. Umpire Dorr, let the play go on. Robertson back to Glasgow. Glasgow around the corner to full forward. Hunter, in front, Cordy. Good mark. He plays on quickly, gives it to Browning. Browning in short, and the mark taken by Carroll. Challenged by Johnston. Kick high to the wing. No mark taken. Glasgow tackled well. Bayes there for the Swans. Rhys Jones handball. Alvin at half forward. Left foot kick. Hunter flies high from the back. At centre half forward for Carlton. 6 or 7 players. Now Browning kicks it off the ground. Hunter leads in the race for the ball. Falls over at the crucial stage. Could be penalised for holding it. He is. Free kick to Browning at half-back for the Swans.
Yes, I think Kenny was playing for that one. He went down before Hunter got there. Hunter went down before Browning got there. And it was a good decision by the umpire.
4th possession to Mark Browning since coming off the bench. Up towards centre wing. Bayes in front. The spoil comes to Naily. Oh, clever round the corner to Dennis. What a great kick by Mark Naily. And Dennis has it about 55 metres from goal. He was playing on. He was caught from behind. Crowd yelling for a free. Through goes Glasgow. Pace Evans. But he runs out of room. And there'll be a throw in the left forward pocket.
Tell me how a player can come from behind like that.
He should not be able to be tackled from behind the mark.
Boundary throw in the forward pocket for the Blues. It comes to the back. Neagle. He gets his kick away under a little bit of pressure. In the centre, Tony Morwood takes the mark in front of Aitken. The Swans a chance. They've got a player wide, but Morwood's kicks a poor one. Alvin can't quite get the tap onto Aitken. Williams there for the Swans. Bradley feeds the handball to Kennedy. Kennedy's looping handball over the top. Puts Robertson under a little bit of pressure, but he's got a bit of space. He's kicked to half forward. No mark. Punch away. Clean bowls Michael Byrne. Hawke in there. Tidies up for the Swans. Neagle feeds it off to Tui. Tui on centre wing. Kicks it long towards half forward. Swan players in front. Bayes. Dorotich takes the mark from behind with better judgment.
3rd mark to John Dorotich. Carlton dominated in the first term in kicks to the extent of 62 to 37. Here it is just over the wing. A scrap at the ground level. Over his head by Naily to Dennis. Thumped forward by Carroll for the Swans. Picked up by Bradley. He's beating Williams in the middle. The hand pass back to Bradley, but there's Williams back to hook the ball back underneath him. and it's seen out of bounds by Robertson. Great contest this between the reigning Brownlow medalist Greg Williams there in centre screen and Craig Bradley, who's been All-Australian 4 years.
Boundary throw in between wing and half forward, slightly favouring the Swans. We've played 4 minutes of the second quarter. No addition to the quarter-time score. Carlton 6-8, the Swans 1-4. Carlton brilliant in the first quarter. Umpire bounces, Madden over the top bays. Swan player right can't break clear. Holden can. Left foot kick to full forward pocket. Chance for Hawke. Hawke's kick to full forward. Capper and McKenzie, one out. Good play, McKenzie. Rush it through. No. Capper desperate on the bottom of it. Can't quite pull it in. And a rush behind of the Swans. 1-5. The Swans, the Blues 6-8.
There's Barry Mitchell trying to loosen up on the boundary line, but that left knee is heavily bandaged. I don't know whether we'll see him back. Here are the Blues bringing it out of defence. Rode up towards centre wing. Satori in front of Carter. Carter the spoil. Good gather by Hawke. Great hand pass to Morwood. 40 metres out. Great tackle by Glasgow at the last moment. Capper, ground level. Back he goes. And kicked through by Wright. The Swans have gone till the 5-minute mark of the second term before getting their second goal. And Stevie Wright gets it for them, but well played by Capper.
Yes, that's one area of his game that he's really improved, Warwick Capper, this year. He's always been a spectacular high mark, but his ground play has really improved. And here we see him get the ball out to Wright. Always looking to get the handball out to Warwick Capper this year. And Stevie Wright with an easy goal.
Robertson, the disappointed Carlton player, flat on his face, couldn't stop the goal. Kick out of the centre. Nearly good play there by Bays. Aitken, strong in defence, kicks it long to half forward. Kernahan, held by one hand. Play on, says the umpire. Bradley pushed off the ball by Neil Cordy. Naily well tackled by Thripp. Held but he didn't have the ball, according to umpire Saws. And Naily will take the free kick for the Blues. It's about 55 metres out from goal. Perhaps a little too far to score. Got Rode running wide, looking for the hand pass. He kicks a sloppy one up towards half forward. Dennis, 5 Swan players. Dennis looping handball finds Hunter. Hunter's got Glasgow in support. He's got Johnston. Johnston tries to get back onto the right foot. He does. Kicks high into the pocket. Kernahan over the top, can't mark. Swan player in Henwood falls over and it goes out for a boundary throw in 5 metres around from the Carlton goal.
Swans have added 1-1 for the term. Carlton scoreless. This comes to Evans. What a goal by Bernie Evans! Well, he kicked 3 behinds in the first quarter. Just couldn't find the opening. And look at this for the eye of a needle.
Yes, magnificent snap by Bernie Evans. Playing very well, getting plenty of the ball. And if he had to kick those couple of ones in that first quarter, it could have been in for a sensational day.
The Blues lead by 33 points. The flag's on top of the scoreboard, quite limp. Johnston can't crash his way through. Interfered with as he tried to do so by the Swans defenders. And Johnston takes the free kick for Carlton, possession number 7. He handballs to Naylor, he'll be caught. He gets his kick away to half forward. Madden's in front, no mark taken. Kernahan gets his foot to the ball, offline. 9th behind to Carlton, 7-9, plays 2-5, 6 minutes, second quarter.
Carter kicks in for Browning, just outside 50. Raking left footer over the wing. What distance? Bounces through the pack, goes to Aitken. Bad hand pass to Robertson, but he tied it up well. And Bradley trying to finesse and get it around Wright. Wright calling to the umpire, how about that for holding the ball? But it's gone out of play, and we'll have a throw in. Stephen Silvani warming up on the bench to come on for Richard Dennis.
Bit surprising, but there you go. One really good player to take the place of another fairly good player. The ball on the wing area for outer side. Hawke fumbles at a crucial stage. Reece Jones comes in and smothers Hawke completely. And on centre wing we'll have a bounce. right on the Sports Play logo. Madden and Byrne. Madden doing well in the ruck. He's tapped wide, doesn't really favour Carlton. Tui picks up for the Swans. He's kicked towards half forward, no mark taken. Rhys Jones to Dorotich, over the top to Kennedy. Back he goes to Robertson. Robertson into the centre. Roden Glascott can raffle it. Glascott, can he break clear? Now he goes back with a hand pass. Rhys Jones, half back, kicks it long towards half forward. Sartori punched away. Chance for Johnston. Here's Bradley. Tackled by Holden. Free kick against Bradley.
For throwing the ball, it was, the umpire signal.
And up towards centre half forward. Williams and Bradley now not on each other. There's Williams at the drop of the ball, but it comes to Dorotich. Great kick up towards half forward. Kernahan punches wide. Johnston running onto it. Paddle forward. Contested ball at ground level, and that will be a ball up. Well, Williams back into the thick of things now. Richard Dennis is surprised. He'd had 10 possessions.
Looks as though he may have done something to one of his fingers there, holding his hand. Bolton, long to half forward. Dorotich nearly takes a one-hander. Aitken there, doing well for the Blues at half-back. Up towards half-forward. Carlton have the players at ground level. Nailey. Oh, great flip over to Evans, who's had plenty of the football. Tackled well. Johnston. 4 Swan players. Handball wide. Kennedy. Offline. Through for a behind. 7 goals, 10. 52. 2 goals, 5. 17. 35 points. Carlton's lead.
I'm not sure what role they're playing. It looks like Williams is just about on Hunter. Cordy into Bradley. We'll have to look at that a bit more. Comes to Browning. The short kick in straight up the ground. Browning from behind, centre halfback. Out towards the wing. Bayes a chance. Dorotich, what a fly and a punch down. Bolton. Caught holding it.
Great tackle by Kernahan.
Brilliant tackle by Steve Kernahan.
Plays on quickly. Kicks it towards centre half forward. Silvani. Punched away. Nailey roving brilliantly. Spectacular. Round the corner into the pocket. Favours Cordy. And he takes the mark in the back pocket for the Swans. 14 possessions to Mark Nailey.
Kicked by Cordy. Looking for Tui. Road spoils. Tui regathers. Good kick. Morwood. On centre wing. Inboard he goes to Holden. Something here for the Swans. Bang, straight up the ground. That's the way to go. Kappa! Second mark to Warwick Kappa.
And a spectacular mark to Warwick Kappa also. And isn't that just what the situation was really set up there for Warwick Kappa?
Hasn't that sent a buzz around the ground, but they don't want him to kick the goal. He just sneaks it in.
And that's Warwick's first for the afternoon. He's been really starved for opportunities up there on the Sydney forward line.
Watch his left hand.
He's Holden with the kick. Mackenzie caught in front. Oh, you couldn't take that one off him, Robbo. I don't think he really used it to leave himself up there.
Bounce back in the centre. Johnston can't break clear for the Blues, and we'll have another bounce. 3-5 the Swans. 7-10 Carlton. Madden, believe it or not, looks a little too strong for Michael Byrne. 20th knockout by the praying mantis Justin Madden. And we'll have another bounce, only 3 or 4 metres from the centre circle. Goes back to Johnston. Johnston's kicked to half forward. Kernahan. It's punched away well by Henwood. Silvani, can he gain possession? Oh, pulled off the ball. Sartori had no control over it whatsoever. And Peter Sartori takes the free kick. 55 metres out from goal. No one really to kick it to up into the square. Silvani goes back. Kernahan there. Mark to the Swans defender in Cordy, and it was a good one too.
Kick by Cordy. Scott sandwich, punch forward by Alvin. Hawke. Great tackle by Nayley. Satori starring. Johnston, standing start. Kernahan's there, and Silvani. Off the hands, Tui. Gee, that body went in solidly from Wayne Henwood, crashing into Kernahan. Oh, you could hear the crunch of bones from here just about.
Gee, don't do those sort of things in front of the Carlton Social Club. Now Saws is giving Henwood the free kick. He didn't even see what happened.
I don't think anyone else saw it either, but there wasn't much in it anyway.
Henwood kicks the ball out of defence for the Swans. Up towards the wing. Play on. Punch on there by Madden. Now Rhys Jones getting into the thick of things. He looks a little fired up. Bayes handball over the top to Holden. Chased by Kennedy. Forced to kick with the left foot. Around the corner's a good one. Mark taken by Neagle, who's been very conspicuous by his absence. Neagle, 6th possession. Kicks it into the pocket. Leading player Kappa. Punched away by Kennedy. Right there for the Swans to pick up the crumbs. Well tackled by Dorotich. McKenzie there. So is Kennedy for the Blues. Bayes takes him over the line with the football, and we'll have a throw in 45 metres out from the Swans' goal. 3-5 the Swans, 7-10 the Blues. 16 minutes gone, second quarter.
Way off the ball, Carter and Satori having a bit of a nudge at each other. Oh, Williams cleared a path for Bolton, but he delivered a poor kick, Bolton, on the chest of McKenzie. Back to Rhys Jones in the goal square. Out wide for Glasgow, who's got a break on his opponents, and he's got Aitken up the ground. 25-metre hand pass to Aitken on centre wing. Neagle closes the gap, Aitken around him. Up to centre half forward now. Satori, and a fine mark by Tui. Just as well the Swans have had him.
Doing well, Tui. Up towards half forward. Dorotich tidies up for the Blues at the back of the pack. Short kick out wide. It'll find touch. No, it's over on the full. Free kick to the Swans. Neagle to take it between wing and half forward. Neagle comes in, kicks a long drop punt towards half forward, floating across the front of the pack. A great mark taken by Justin Madden. Oh, a little bit of aggression. Of course, it was silly play by Justin Madden.
Good decision, umpire. Very good decision. Foolish play by Justin Madden. No need for it. You can say what you like, but he definitely did it. And the camera picked that one up, as did the umpire.
And the umpire coming in to have a word with Justin Madden, if he can actually get on the same level as him. Justin, if I can read lips, I think he said, "You wouldn't know." The umpire didn't like that much. Stevie Wright for goal from about 45 metres. Won't make it. And punched through by McKenzie.
Free kick.
It's a Carlton free to Peter Road. No score.
Road plays on, gives the handball to Rhys Jones. He slips it wide to Robertson. The Blues are coming out of defence a little too easily, I would say, for Tommy Hafey. Here's Bernie Evans. Left foot kick up towards half forward. It's at the back. Nayley rove the pack well. Aitken, you could be caught. He gets it to Nayley. Nayley's looping handball. Here's a chance now for Kennedy. Kick towards goal. Sartori in front. Gets the handball back to Johnston from a standing start. Beautiful smother by Carter. Gets away. Breaks the Johnston tackle. Cordy backing up well. Short kick finds Williams.
Well, Greg Williams getting hoots from the crowd here at Princes Park. Takes the kick on the run. His 6th only possession. Good mark to Hawke. Still in the centre square. The Swans desperately need 2 or 3 goals. Hawke gets around the man, drives it long. Nobody back there in the goal square for the Swans, and McKenzie beats Kappa to it.
Interesting tussle between McKenzie and Kappa.
Kappa's getting caught behind on quite a few occasions. And he must keep leading all the time, Warwick Kappa.
This guy's getting better with every game at full back too. McKenzie, he kicks it wide towards the wing. Silvani held when he didn't have it, but play on, says the umpire, who was 45 metres away from it. but the angle was obviously right for him, and a thump away by the Swans defence goes over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in on centre wing. 7-10 to 3-5, 19 minutes into the second quarter. Bradley's quick kick out of it. Carroll up towards half forward, propping and stopping Tony Maud. Bays inside 50 metres, thumps away with the left foot across the face of goal, through for a behind. The Swans 6th, 3-6-24, and they trail the Blues by 28 points. Carlton 7-10-52.
Carlton have managed just 1 goal in this quarter. The Swans 2, but the Blues led by 34 points at quarter time. This is thumped down by Morwood. Chance for the Swans. Hawk off the ground. Bolton. Former teammates, Rhys Jones and Bernie Evans, both having been former Swans players. No, probably weren't teammates, because Bolton wouldn't have come from Geelong by then. 10th possession to David Bolton. He had an unusual first quarter. No kicks, 7 hand passes. But when he finally puts boot to ball, it's good, and it's the Swans' 4th goal.
And that's got them back within striking distance. They've lifted their level of play in this second quarter, the Swans. And that's their 3rd goal for the quarter. Here it is, Lucks of Fortune. Kick off the ground by Hawk. Bolton in the right place at the right time, takes the mark. And kicked a good goal from 45 metres out.
Free kick being paid by umpire Saws. A lot of shepherding being done by the Swans players near the centre circle. Justin Madden's kicked to half forward. Good punch away by Henwood. Out wide, Neagle, a big chance. He gets past Glascott. Glascott goes after him again. Neagle under pressure, gets the kick away up towards half forward. No mark taken. Dorotich doing well. Feeds it off to Kennedy. Kennedy's high handball over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in on centre wing. Outer side.
The Swans certainly have narrowed the gap in skill levels in this quarter. They're ferocious tackling. They've put them under pressure there. Here's a Carlton free kick. As we're back on the Carlton bench. It's taken by Johnston. Inside half forward. Hunter. Man in front, though. Cordy, he's done a lot better since going to Hunter than earlier on when he was on Satori. Pass to Williams. Gee, he was swamped by 3 Carlton players. Off the ground, Bays. What a hand pass. Off to Byrne, who put it out wide, and ineffectively, Scott has hardly had a touch. Hawk. A looping one. Morwood onto Bolton for his 2nd in 2 minutes.
Yeah, great play there by the Swans. And they're right back into this match now. 36 plays 52. When Carlton really could have sealed the game in the first quarter had they kicked straight. But they've really got their team game going, which they're really capable of, the Swans. Got the running game going.
Their defensive work has improved immensely since the first quarter.
Well, it's like 2 completely different games, because Carlton completely dominated that first quarter, and they've hardly had a look in the second quarter.
Well, give them a chance and a little bit of space, and they can really wreck you, and the Swans know it. The flip on to the Swans' advantage. Holden, left foot kick to half forward. Rhys Jones, tackled well by Bolton. Can't get the handball free. Why wasn't it a free kick to the Swans? Play on. Or Dorotich runs straight at Bays. Bays saw him and did it well. Ducked out of the way, picked up the ball, shoots for goal. At the back, Kappa, well tackled by Alvin. Chance for Scott. High kick. Goes further away from goal from where he was standing, and the free kick's being picked out of it by the umpire. The mark, was it?
Mark to Johnny Dorotich.
Rhys Jones and Greg Williams not too friendly.
He's a little stirrer, that number 2.
The other one's a big stirrer.
Oh, well, I guess, yes, you could say it's 2 of a kind, aren't they?
Through Carlton eyes.
Well, I think I've given this bloke a bait on the odd occasion too, Rhys Jones. Robertson's kick towards the wing. Good punch away. Handball over the top by Holden. Tony Morwood clean bowl. The ball at half forward for the Swans. Punch on by Aitken, close to the boundary line. Holden gets his right foot to the ball, even closer to the boundary line. Now it's over and we'll have a throw in half forward for the Swans, 50-metre line.
By the way, Dorotich is in trouble after that marking contest, and there's a reason. He's copped one in the nose.
16 points Carlton lead by.
In this quarter, the Swans have kicked 4-2 to 1-2 to narrow the gap. Robertson for Carlton. Up to centre wing. Byrne easy. One mark to Michael Byrne. Well, when you've got Coleman and Ironmonger in the background, Byrne's got to do it all on his own. Up inside half forward and punched towards the boundary line by Bays, and the ball out of play about 55 metres from goal. Road going off the ground and Gleeson getting his first run.
Half forward flag for the Swans. Madden's tap out. Straight back over the boundary line, and we'll have another throw in. Only a matter of a few metres away from the previous one. Not much constructive football coming out of the last 90 seconds. Now's a chance for Nayley. Left foot kick smothered. Ball at half forward for the Swans. Neagle tackled when he didn't have it. Crudely. 15 metres against Carlton. Puts Neagle within kicking distance. Didn't quite see what the 15 metres was for. Maybe it was because the ball was kicked away after the free kick was given. And Neagle will shoot from 35, maybe 40 metres out. The breeze blowing ever so slightly down to the main scoreboard end. Neagle's kick is a beauty for accuracy and distance, and the Swans' 6th goal on the board, just into time on in the second quarter, and it's 10 points in Carlton's favour.
And a good performance by Sydney to get back into this game. Carlton will be very sorry that they missed some of those opportunities in that first quarter when they could have sealed the game, only for their bad kicking.
Here's this crude tackle by Mark Nayley.
Oh, yes. Well, copped it right across the chops.
Real coat hanger that, and I don't mean the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Fripp paddles the ball out. Oh, Williams, clever. Holden, also clever. The Swans improved 100% this quarter. Wright's in there. Didn't do much to get rid of it. And the umpire free kicks him. Free kick to Gleeson. Up towards centre half forward. Satori in front. Cordy from behind. He's lifted. Browning. Neagle in trouble again. Well, it's a battle for it. Comes off the shins of Cordy, back into the pack. The umpire will ball it up. Holding the ball against Merv Neagle. Went close.
Well, he did bounce the ball when he was in possession.
Tommy Hafey looking a little bit more satisfied. Good punch out by the Swans defence out wide. Gleeson overrun. Goes back after it again. Slips at the crucial stage. Right. About to be tackled by Rhys Jones. Gets the handball. Play on. No. Against Rhys Jones in the back. Umpire Dorr in complete control. Tui comes in and gives Rhys Jones a bit for his corner. Wright goes on with play. Kicks it to half forward. High flyer. No mark taken. Free kick to the Carlton half back in Aitken. Interference in that marking contest.
Here's the kick from half-back by Aitken towards centre wing. Big pack at the back. Hunter. The umpire paid the mark. Seemed to be about 5th in line. To centre half forward and Satori. This time he's got it in front of Cordy. Beautiful hand pass to Nayley. 35 metres out. Goal! With his 18th possession.
And he's been an excellent player, Mark Nayley, both up on the forward line and around the ground. Yeah, it was a good mark to Sartori. Quick handball over to Nayley. And a very handy goal to Carlton at the 30-minute mark.
Second goal to Nailey, and it was a bit like the interstate match. Kicked 4 goals in 1 quarter.
Yep.
Is that right?
Beat Victoria virtually on his own that night. Won the Tassie medal as a result.
Free kick being given in the centre. Undisciplined play by the Swans because they must have had too many in there in the square. 15 metres. Madden between centre half forward and the centre. Kicks long, 55-metre kick. Punch away, Browning. Breaks clear, gets the kick back to the centre. Siren sounds, half-time in the match of the day at Princes Park. Carlton lead by 16 points. The Blues 8-10, 58. The Swans 6-6, 40.
And welcome back to the start of the second half here at Princes Park, with the Blues leading by 16 points after the Swans narrowed the margin by 3 goals in the second quarter. Hawks kick, dropped by Alvin. He's caught by Kappa. Ball spills free. Chance for the Swans. But umpire Soares comes in and will ball it up. Well, the Swans didn't get down this end too often in the first quarter. They've started the third a lot better already.
Good bounce by Soares. Madden. Chance for the Swans. Oh, round the neck surely to the Swans. Looks like Hawke. Fearless play, trying to crash through, and a poor tackle by the Carlton player in Aitken. And Hawke will take the free kick. He's only 40 metres out. Kicking into a breeze that has blown up a little bit during the half-time break. And it'll be interesting to see what distance this kick covers. Offline, perhaps would have got the distance, but no accuracy there, and it's out of bounds on the full. Dorotich takes the kick for the Blues. Dennis on the interchange bench with Rode for the Blues. Madden at half-back. Wright picks up the crumbs. He can't quite control it. Hard up against the boundary line. Ooh, crunch goes right on Robertson, and we'll have a boundary throw in at half-forward flank, about 60 metres around from the Swans' goal.
And Carlton definitely with a stronger breeze in this quarter. Madden, Nailey, did well to get the kick away, but it's out on the full. No. Boundary umpire says that Evans got there just on the line to mark.
The photo finish camera for that one, Drew, was
close.
very close.
Now Bernie Evans with a 15-metre penalty from almost the wing to half forward. Big pack thumped out by Carroll. Comes to Toohey. Around the boundary line he goes. Browning outnumbered. Glasgow no trouble to punch out of bounds.
Just slightly forward of the centre wing, members side of the ground. Madden from behind. Byrne, Nailey can't break clear. Chance now for Neagle. Looping handball to Toohey. Has Wright in support. Hard up against the boundary line. Aitken did well to chase. Kick towards the forward pocket area. Alvin takes the mark for the Blues. Closely attended by Bolton. Tommy Alvin lets him know that the mark is 4 or 5 metres further down the ground. Alvin kicks close to the line. Nailey takes the mark for the Blues. Neagle a little late on the scene. Nailey plays on. Kicks it high. Down by Neagle. Oh, great mark by Madden. Glasgow shrugs the tackle. Back onto the right foot. Kicks up towards full forward. Brilliant roving by Gleeson. Goal coming up for the Blues.
Yes, magnificent roving by Gleeson. He started the game off on the bench after being in this Carlton side right throughout this year. There's a big pack flying on the forward line. And Gleeson, the only one down. Perfect roving. And a beautiful goal for Carlton. At the 5-minute mark of this third quarter, just what they needed.
So they get the first score of the turn. Down goes Robertson. Dorotich pulled off the ball. Scott, number 6 in there for the Swans, hardly had a sniff. And he starred a couple of weeks ago against Essendon. Johnston outnumbered and goes to ground. Bradley shuffles it out. It's a real scrap. Just as the ball came clear, the umpire called for it and will ball it up as Johnston was about to gallop off.
Did that look like a rugby scrum?
Yeah.
My golly, and all of a sudden when the ball comes out, the umpire says, I'll take control, and a bounce between the centre of the ground and the wing. Naily roves well, he can't break clear. Chance now for Wright. He gets clear onto the left foot. He perhaps could have got round and kicked with the right foot. Kappa! Well smothered. No, the umpire has seen a free kick, and it perhaps was there.
Yes. Good positioning of the body by Warwick Kappa. The ball did hold up into the breeze. And Mackenzie, oh yes, no doubt about that one, all over the top of him.
Well, it took just a few seconds for umpire Dorr to get the whistle to his mouth, and maybe the supporters may have thought play was to go on. But Kappa has the ball about 35 metres out. Poor kick, drops in short. Dorotic takes the mark. Oh, the Carlton fans are delighted. Dorotic plays on, kicks it out in front of the Social Club. Robertson does well because he tells Naily just to steady a little bit. Naily takes a risk, round in front of the goals, kicks it high out towards the opposite wing, and a sensational mark taken there by Bradley. Plays on quickly. Kennedy in support. Handball wide. Aitken. Half forward. Kicks it long into the pocket. Good mark taken by Carroll.
Carroll breaking from centre half back. Too long for Neagle, but he can run onto it. It was a typical Kappa kick, but certainly the Swans are into a stiff breeze now. Neagle up to Bays. Well outside half forward, Mark Bays. And even his kick holds up in the wind. Morwood. Pushed out Rhys Jones, and Rhys will take the free kick. Well, the Carlton fans today having a real field day. They're loving it. Rhys Jones goes across short. 14th possession to Aitken, still only at centre half back. Now down the ground. Byrne. Oh, well played, Bolton. He tucks it under his arm in typical fashion. Kick drops short, but Morwood's there. Right in front, 20 out.
Bad play by Aitken there. He should have stuck with his man, Morwood, instead of thinking where Bolton was going to kick. He was going over to help Mackenzie to cover Kappa.
This will be a vital goal into the breeze if he can get it. Right through the middle from Tony Morwood. And that's his first goal for the day. And it's only the second the Swans have kicked at that end for the game. But it's a lot tougher now than it was in the first quarter.
That's Aitken's first mistake for the day. He's played an excellent game up until that stage. It's easily done. He thought Bolton was going to look for the leading Kappa and left Morwood unattended.
Free kick being picked out again by the look of it. This time it's going to the Swans. Carlton with too many players in the square. Michael Byrne takes it for the Sydney Swans, and he kicks it directly towards goal. High flyers required. Naily's on the bottom of the pack. Alvin, Dorotic. He goes after it again, but Hawke's there a little too quick. Alvin bumps Bolton off the ball. In comes Gleeson. Going to be tackled by Bays. Bays keeps his feet on the ground and flips it back. Williams out wide to Hawke. Hawke now gives it back to Byrne. Byrne will be tackled. He's caught with the ball. Good smother by Rhys Jones. He goes after it again. Can't quite pick the football up. There's a dust-up behind play between Byrne and Bernie Evans. But the play out towards the boundary line. Umpire comes back to sort out the long and the short of it. And we'll have, I would think, a ball up right alongside the boundary line. Half forward flank for the Swans. The difference is still 16 points. It was 16 points at half time. Both sides have kicked a goal in this third quarter.
Big pack around this. Chance for Bradley near the line, but he can't gather it. The Swans are putting on pressure with their tackling. Fripp goes in, pushed him in the back, said the umpire. Bradley playing for it.
He's a little lucky there, I would think, because the new rule says he must push it on.
Bradley's kick to centre wing. Madden. Yes, what a mark, Justin Madden. A bopper. Round onto the left boot. Bumbling old kick towards centre half forward. Satori punches on, but intercepted by Bolton. Out to Hawke. And the Swans running game going all right. Scott for just his third possession of the day. High to half forward. Bays. Dorotic. No mark.
Kennedy back to Alvin. Both defences playing well. Elvin out wide. Right on the boundary line. Bradley takes the mark. Only a matter of centimetres inside play. Defensive side of centre. 15th possession for Craig Bradley. He's had a tremendous tussle with Williams in the centre. His kick towards half forward is to the Swans' advantage, and the mark's been taken by their captain, Dennis Carroll. He swings around on the right foot, kicks it towards centre half forward. Over the top, Elvin. He had his name written all over it. Elvin takes the mark at centre half back. He's pushed to the ground. Play goes on, and he kicks it back towards centre half forward. Silvani can't mark. Carroll can. Cordy, is it? Cordy taking the mark at centre half back for the Swans. He handballs quickly to Williams.
Oh, Williams hand pass behind Bolton. They're under pressure now. Cordy to Williams. Terrific hand pass by Greg Williams to Carter, who shrugs off Sartori. Well played, Rod Carter. Rhys Jones or Aitken. Aitken at the back. At centre half back. And look at the Swans' pressure. He didn't get too clear. Good pick up, Bradley. Back to Rhys Jones. Now he's got some space. But a bad kick off the left boot. Sartori lumbers after it. Back into Kennedy. Pressure. Glasgow. And Nailey, who's played a great game. Silvani, too hard and too high for Hunter. Intercepted, and that'll be a Swans free kick.
Well, they messed that up.
Bad handball by Silvani.
Play on. Ball in the centre. No mark taken. At the back, Robertson, high, out towards the wing, outer side, good mark taken by Tui, strong player, kicks it into the pocket, Tapper, can't mark, McKenzie keeps his feet on the ground well, round to the left foot, Kennedy, backing up well, the Blues defence, Robertson close to the boundary line, Glasgow, not paid, out of bounds, boundary throw in, centre wing, right in front of the players, interchange area. Byrne and Madden. Johnston does it well. Books. Left foot kick to half forward. At the back. Chance for Nailey. Can't gather it quickly enough. Kernahan smothered well. Sartori gets the hand pass back to Nailey. Nailey inboard. Kennedy kicks off the side. Silvani at the back. Hunter into an open goal and kicks it. Badly needed goal for the Blues. Kick number 4 to Hunter, and his first goal results in the Blues' 10th.
Yes, Ken Hunter hasn't had one of his better days. There he reads it well. Kicks a lovely goal. That gives Carlton a 22-point advantage. And they probably need a little bit more with this breeze the way it is, because the Swans will be kicking with it in the last quarter.
The Swans have harassed and tackled since quarter time really well. Evans out of the middle. Hunter again. Carroll beats him to it. Can't take the mark. Paddles it out. Bolton tunnels it. Used to be a throw once. It was Holden, not Bolton. And the umpire calls for it and will ball it up. Well, they'll really be in there contesting every issue, the Swans. And yet, in the first half hour, Carlton looked a mile the better team.
Well, top spot is at stake. Both sides vying for the chance to finish on top of the ladder after 22 matches. Bolton to Williams. Williams to half forward. Dorotich. No, what a mark! Mark of the day by John Dorotich, running with the flight of the ball. The umpire's called play on. I don't believe it.
Well, I can't understand why that was. It was a good mark. I think he paid the mark. He must have thought Dorotich went to run on.
Gee, that's a controversial one. Here's Scott at the foot of the pack. Gets it out somehow. McKenzie in there for Carlton. To Rhys Jones. In a hurry to Robertson. Luckily to Glasgow. Good running by Alvin. That's terrific play out of defence by Carlton. And now onto the forward line. Johnston wide open after the ball. To Kernahan. What football by Carlton. And with a breeze at his back, even Stephen Kernahan, who's not the most brilliant kicker, would give this a big nudge.
I just felt that Dorr could have given a free kick against McKenzie, but he wasn't game because it was going to happen in front of the Carlton Social
Club. He hang on to that ball for a long time,
did he ever?
Kernahan from 48 metres. Missed it.
1-3 to Steve Kernahan. And Henwood hasn't done a bad job on him. He's kept him fairly quiet.
Well, the crowd would have jumped the fence, Drew, especially after that Dorotich incident. Kick in, the centre-half back. Free kick being picked out of it. It'll go back. Well, actually, the Swans could have got right away with that. The bounce favoured them in the centre of the field, but the umpire took the ball back, gave the free kick to Henwood. Up to half-forward. Here's a chance now for Thripp. Shrugs the Reece Jones tackle. His kick is a short one. McKenzie backs himself. Gives the handball to Gleeson under pressure. Robertson wide to Gleeson at half-back. The Carlton Rover kicks with the left foot. Up towards half-forward. Silvani can't mark. Well kept by Cordy. Silvani gets his foot to the ball somehow. At half-forward, Byrne, tackled by Johnston. Gets the handball back. Tui, wide to Browning. Browning will be tackled. A short kick into the centre, marked by Scott. Scott looking for the hand pass. Over the top to Tony Morwood. Morwood at centre half-forward. Left foot kick. McKenzie can't mark. He's backed up well by Dorotich. Kicks with the right foot close to the line and finds touch. 15 metres around from the Swans' goal.
He's played very well today, John Dorotich. He's been too big for Mark Bayes. And one of his better games. 12 possessions, but he's kept Bayes right out of business.
Midway through the third quarter, Evans gains possession well. Oh, overrun by Carter. Byrne gets it. Neagle. Oh, look out, you're cornered. Back to Rod Carter. He's 50 metres out. To Morwood. Too high for him. At the back, Kappa. Aitken. Morwood kept it in. McKenzie. Tackled high, but play on. Robertson. Great tackling by Bolton. The Swans really applying the pressure. In the back against Bolton. Holding the ball against Bolton. And it's to be a Carlton free kick.
Yes, that's what it's for. Stevie Wright probably was trying to knock the ball out.
Old time's sake.
Yes, it could have been.
Reece Jones kicks from half-back. Hunter at the back of the pack. Takes one of the old Kenny Hunter marks. Great to see. He struggled this afternoon. Kennedy takes the hand pass. His kick is smothered at half-forward for the Blues. A tap on. Scott caught with the ball. Williams gets the handball wide. Henwood, strong in defence, kicks it out wide. Hawke, long handball. Chance now for Bayes. He's got plenty of space. Coming up there, 60 metres. Into the square. Madden can't mark. Kappa at the back. There's been a free kick picked out of it. And it'll go to Madden. 15 metres against Kappa because he went on with play. And Madden will take the free kick now at centre half back for Carlton.
Well, earlier in the season, Warwick Kappa would have had an appointment with the tribunal on Monday night for doing that.
Madden out wide. Nailey got it to the back to Robertson. Centering kick, Satori. Oh, Browning's there and takes a good mark for a free kick. Paid the mark. 23 points the difference. Browning's kick back to centre wing. Bayes at the back. Anything within about 3 goals will be a big chance for the Swans, coming home with the breeze in the last quarter. Morwood there, outnumbered. Comes to Gleeson. Great tackle, Hawke. Aitken. Little left foot toe poke. Nailey well played. Reece Jones lopes onto the hand pass. Gets around Williams. The crowd loved it. What a kick. Satori.
Oh, beautiful. Glasgow running. Johnston, if this goes through, it doesn't. A behind. The air could have been punched in, I would have thought.
Yes, well, he hasn't been able to find the target today, Jono. That's his second behind. And they weren't really difficult opportunities either.
20 minutes gone in the third quarter. The Blues lead is 24 points out towards the wing. Swans come clear through Thripp. Poor kick. Bradley did well. Williams caught with the ball. He flips it over. Ball Bradley, crude. Thripp again. Tackle by Aitken. Bolton in the clear. Oh, great smother, Reece Jones. Tremendous football by Reece Jones. Magnificent play. Play of the day by the blonde halfback. Goes on with play now. Kicks it towards centre half forward. High flyer, Kernahan can't mark. Browning under pressure from Hunter. Kicks it close to the boundary line, and it goes over on half forward flank for Carlton. 24 points, the Blues lead. Nearly 20 minutes gone in the third quarter.
Look at them jammed in there. David Rees-Jones, 20 possessions today, and plenty of smothers and tackles which don't actually go down as possessions. Evans onto the chest of Browning. Half-back flank. Close to the boundary line. Morwood with the sit on Madden. Still close to the line. Aitken. Tackled by Morwood. It comes free to the Swans. Holden. Their pressure has paid dividends in the second and third quarters. Hawke takes a good mark at half-forward flank. Steers it low. Kappa. Nobody down for the roving. Alvin.
Magnificent punch by McKenzie. Alvin's kick out to the wing. High flyer, Justin Madden. Don't do anything silly. Your arms are flying. You could give it away. 15-metre penalty. Plays on now. Kicks it towards Hunter. Takes the mark at half forward. Play on, says the umpire.
Oh, that was a mark.
Don't believe it. The play in the centre. Dorotic and Bays. Dorotic takes it away. Held by Bays when he didn't have the football. And Dorotic takes the free kick in the centre for Carlton.
Well, if value for money at the football is having a good yell, they have had value today. Kernahan, not quite. Gleeson ran into his own man, Johnston. Pops out the pass to Hunter. And he's got it 35 metres from goal. Running out of room. Hunter steers it through for a goal. This will be a goal, all right. It's hit the post. The Carlton fans can have another yell at that.
Well, it looked okay from here. Kick in towards half-back. Gleeson can't control it. Bradley beautifully tackled by Toohey. Oh, he's a great player, Bernard Toohey at half-back for the Swans. If you had 18 like him, you could lick your chops. Toohey's kicked the centre half forward. 15th possession. Good punch away. Reece Jones feeds the handball back to Dorotic at half-back. His short kick looking for Johnston. Punched away. It's that desperado. Toohey again. Gleeson there. Bolton gets the handball wide. Thrip up towards centre half forward. Dorotic will take the mark for Carlton at half-back.
They've done very well blanketing Warwick Kappa. Dorotic has dropped back there all day and cut off his leads.
Now McKenzie going for a run. Putting it high with the breeze to the outer wing. Down goes Satori. Scooped up beautifully by Nagel. A centering kick for Bolton or Williams. Well gathered Williams. On to Bolton. Here's a goal coming up, but it's a bit too high for Hawke. The gap's closed. McKenzie, well played. Gleeson. Glasgow. Well, it looked like being a goal at one end. It could be a goal at the other. Well played, Carlton. Up to Madden inside 50.
Terrible mistake by Bolton. Now it's given big Justin Madden a shot at goal. Or if that handball had been spot on, it would have been a goal to Sydney.
4 marks this quarter for Justin Madden. He's just inside 50 as he kicks. The breeze more across him than behind. He'll have to aim it a bit right. Didn't. Well, they've wasted opportunities this quarter as they did in the first, because in this quarter they've kicked 2-4.
10-14 the Blues. 24 scoring shots to 13, and there's been quite a few go out of bounds on the full too. Kick into half-back. Bradley perhaps shouldn't have flown. Gleeson. Kernahan in front. The ball at the back. Evans, he can't gather. He tries to kick it in mid-air. Browning hard up against the goal line. Clears for the Swans. Out towards half-back. Hawke's made good position and takes the mark. Just inside the 50-metre line. His kick smothered by Silvani. Handball away. Madden. Oh, finessing. Spectacular football. Rudd Carter. Well tackled by Silvani. Sartori, well tackled by the Swans. The ball at centre-half forward. Hawke can't get the ball clear. On the bottom of the pack, he's swamped by Carlton. Holding the ball. How could he have done anything with that?
Amazing. You have to give credit to Steve Silvani for the way he tackled and chased in that instance. But if that player Hawke had a chance to get that ball out of that pack, well, I'll go he. That's where I don't think this rule is really fair. With the player that makes a play, he grabs the ball and all of a sudden he's swamped. Like Hawke, in that instance, had no chance to get rid of the ball.
First kick for the game, Stephen Silvani. Came off the bench, but he's been out there for about 2 quarters. And he's made the most of it.
Pretty important goal, I feel.
Very important goal. That gives them a 32-point break over the Swans. And Silvani figured in about 3 passages of play there. He smothered the ball in the first instance, tackled Carter, who lost possession. Well, maybe the umpire thought that Hawke could have got rid of it in that first occasion, and that's why he gave the free kick.
Madden, Glascott, Williams, Naily over the top. Sartori, Silvani, Glascott, you're caught by Bolton, he shrugs it. Johnston shoots for goal. Just offline.
3 behinds to the Dominator. The margin's 33 points. So it's getting out a bit. Well, bad kick in. Evans. That is a shocker by Henwood. And the difference between a man kicking into the breeze and one with it, I think Henwood will find out as he watches this sail over his head.
I think Henwood slipped as he took that kick.
Bernie Evans. Oh, he started it well right. Didn't need to be that far right. And the Swans may be getting away with murder here, but they'll still need to outscore Carlton by 6 goals at this stage in the last quarter.
Well, he's got the ball again to kick it in. Very, very undecided as to what to do with it. Now he goes to the outer side. Good punch away. Madden's a chance. Byrne does the tackling. Kick off the ground. Hawke picks up the crumbs. Kicks it into the centre. Nearly a good gather by Morwood. In the back by Aitken. Free kick to Tony Morwood. Plain as the nose on your face. And the Swans half forward will kick his side into attack. He's only had 7 kicks. High one to half forward. Punch away, wide, Silvani. Glascott gathers. Left foot kick high. Oh, bad kick. Mark taken by Tui. 15-metre penalty. Oh, Tiggy Touchwood stuff, Rowan Saws. Come on. Tui takes the free kick. Kicks it right into the square. At the back, Bays. But, oh, what a mark by the Carlton half-back. John Dorotich.
Well, he's been great today, Dorotich.
The siren sounds to end the 3rd quarter. But no one could doubt the courage of that number 6 for the Blues. At 3-quarter time, Carlton 11-16-82. Lead the Swans 7-6-48.
Start of the last quarter here at Princes Park. And the Sydney Swans, who are coming home with the breeze, need to catch up a 34-point deficit. Carlton 11-16 to the Swans 7-6. You'd have to rate them as some chance. Carlton disappointing in that last quarter with 3-6 to 1 goal. Hawke gets one round the neck, but there's no whistle. Out of the middle, high by Naily. Big pack. Thumped down by Cordy. Great desperation by Hawke. Naily again pulled off his kick. The Swans tackling great. Carroll's kick. Inside centre half forward. Mackenzie leads Kappa. Paddles to Glascott. Kappa kept going. Finishes up with the ball. What's he doing with it though? Crowd saying holding the ball. The umpire will ball it up.
Not much consistency in that rule. Capper did well to gain possession of it, but I thought he held onto it for quite a fair time once he did gain possession.
Bounce at half forward for the Swans. Good tap out by Bays, goes to Robertson. Robertson's kicked to half forward. Mark taken by Sartori. 15-metre penalties, more like 25 metres. Sartori doesn't take advantage of it, gives it to Bradley. Bradley's left foot kick into the pocket. Hunter pushed off the ball at the back, out of bounds. Could be penalised. It is. No, it's not. Throw it in, says umpire Dore. Gee whiz.
The umpire ran in as if to say, well, he was going to give a free kick and then change his mind.
Road warming up on the boundary line for Carlton. A thump away by Michael Byrne. Goes over the boundary line, but it gains about 15 metres for the Swans. It's half-forward flank for the Blues, just outside 50 metres.
On the bench for Carlton, Road and Dennis, who was injured. And for the Swans, Fripp and Mitchell. Mitchell's been off since about the first 2 or 3 minutes, injured. Tunnelled by Hawke. Browning loses control. Williams with Nailey. Oh, Williams did well to get his body in there. They are really putting the pressure on the Sydney Swans. But Carlton with breathing space of 34 points. This game for top spot on the ladder. And, of course, to finish minor premiers, it gets you a week off in the first week of finals. Comes to Glasgow. Long to the goal square. Kernahan. Kernahan will go.
And Stephen Kernahan now playing at full forward. Henwood has gone with him all day and done a pretty good job on him. There's the kick from Glasgow into the goal square. Bounced beautifully for Stephen Kernahan. And Henwood, after slipping, could do nothing about it.
Gee, the man who kicked it up to him's done some good work, David Glasgow. Madden. Here they go again. Bradley. His kick is tremendous for Hunter's advantage. It's a beauty by Bradley. Hunter, 15 metres. 15 metres against Dennis Carroll, and it'll give Hunter a real chance now. He was going to have to kick it 55 metres. Now he'll kick it from 35 metres. The angle, a difficult one. Good kick by Hunter. Rush through for a behind by the Swans' big men. And the Blues go to 12-17-89. They lead by 41 points. The Swans are 7-6-48.
Gee, Carter looked to be outside the square when he kicked in. Chest mark to Holden at centre half back. Off to Browning, who can kick it a mile. No exception this time. Past Bolton and Alvin, who are wrestling. Dorotich has been a star. And a well-measured kick by John Dorotich finds the boundary line and safety. He's had 16 possessions. He's been down on form for about the last 6 weeks. Has he come back today?
Well, he looks quite arrogant too, the way he's just walking around there, complete control of himself. The ball at half-back for Carlton. Scramble of players. It comes out. Nailey does it well. Handball to Bradley. He handballs to himself close to the boundary line. He's held, but he didn't have it. Free kick to Bradley on centre wing. Chance for the Blues to go forward again. Swans kicking with the aid of the breeze. 21 possessions to Bradley. Short pass finds Robertson. Gains the Blues about 12 metres.
Kick by Robertson to half forward. Huge pack. Overrun by Gleeson. Towed out by Sartori. Paddled on by Silvani. Carroll has to burrow through his teammate. And the ball out of play, and here's a bit of a box on. Wright and Sartori not the best of friends.
There's been a little bit of feeling in this game at certain stages.
Sartori now doing the ruck work. Evans did it well, got the kick into the pocket. Kernahan. Good tap away by Henwood close to the boundary line. Just in front of Bernie Evans and Toohey. And we'll have a boundary throw in 30 metres around from the Carlton goal. The Blues lead by 41 points. 89 plays 48.
To the back. Johnston. Snap goal. Across the face and bounces out. Well, the margin 41 points, and when you consider the Swans have scored just 48 all day, it would be an amazing comeback if they were to win. They've kicked just 2 goals into the breeze during this match. Carlton already have 3. Naily! Oh, poster!
He's been another great player for Carlton today, Mark Naily, giving them great drive around the pack.
Carlton have hit the post 4 times.
Henwood undecided, kick straight down the ground. In front, Silvani can't mark. Evans does the tackle on Browning. Silvani gets it away. Oh, Madden. Hawke tidies up for the Swans. Ball at half-back, Neagle. Streams clear, left foot kick. Up towards half-forward, McKenzie. Dorotich there to back up. Dispossessed, but he goes after it again. Free kick to Dorotich. An infringement against Kappa, it looked like. Dorotich at half-back, gives the handball to Glascott. Glascott high, looking for Madden. Good position by the big fellow, punched away by Byrne. Chance there for Quirk, but he can't control it. We'll have a boundary throw in on centre wing.
Oh, Hawke. Great stuff. Williams too fast for Quirk. Gleeson shovels it out beautifully to Bradley. Good kick by Craig Bradley. Kernahan there. Cordy over the top. Hunter off the ground. Just 10 metres out. The Swans throwing themselves in there to make sure that Carlton can't goal.
There's a chance now for the Swans to break clear. Oh, lots of players jumping on top of Paul Hawke. Free kick given to the Swans ruck rover. Silvani tackles Cordy. Well done. The ball still at half forward. Kernahan does the tackling on Neagle, gives away the free kick. Neagle takes it. Plays on. Cordy now gives it away quickly as Silvani was bearing down on him. Browning out wide to the wing. Bayes takes the mark. Kicks long. Beautiful long kick by Bayes. Towards centre half forward. Kappa takes the mark at centre half forward, just inside 50 metres. Just wonder whether he can kick the distance. It's only his 3rd mark for the day. Screws across the face of goal. Mark taken by McKenzie in the last line of defence for the Blues.
As far as Kappa, that's his big deficiency in his game. He's kicking from about 50 metres out. He'd kick a lot more goals if he could get a bit more penetration into his kicking.
Carlton whizzing it out of defence. Poor old kick dropped by Henwood. Chance for Johnston. Beautiful kick to Hunter. What a pass by Wayne Johnston. Almost kicked the air out of the ball. Johnston kept going from 52 metres. A boomer! What a great goal by the Dominator!
Well, I've been waiting for that all day.
Oh, he's fantastic, John Owen, who's big games.
He's unbelievable, isn't he?
He's tremendous. That's his first goal for the day. And you could just about say goodbye to the Swans after that one.
You know, as soon as he kicked it, he was after it again. You can't pick it up in the replay. But, oh, gee whiz, it was great
That's
stuff.
an enormous torpedo on the run. 50 metres into a breeze, so great kick by John Owen.
Madden, Bradley can't get away from Williams. Quirk can't break clear. Johnston on the bottom of it. Tui there wringing his fingers as if he may have been kicked. And umpire saws will bounce.
Well, I think she's all over now. The Swans need 8 goals to nothing to get level, and they haven't scored a point in 11 minutes with the wind in this term so far.
Elvin, one of the desperados of the Carlton defence. Handball wide, Gleeson. In short, Bradley. Running player, Robertson. Oh, bad luck there for Robertson. Bradley saw him going, dropping the ball. Robertson perhaps repaid a little bit for some good running earlier, trying to take the Bradley hand pass. Now he plays on and kicks it long towards half-forward flank. High flyers required. Cordy in front's been paid the mark. And the Swans defender will repel that Carlton attack. Half-back flank for the Swans. 8th mark to Neil Cordy. Feeds the handball to Bolton.
Bolton's kick up towards half forward. Reece Jones underneath it. Dorotic again.
Too good and too big for Mark Bass today, John Dorotic.
And a 15-metre penalty. Kicks into Hawke. Comes to Bays. Nobody in the forward line for the Swans. It's a sprint on here. Aitken getting there first. Sockers away and the ball out of bounds. The poor old boundary umpire is about 80 metres behind it. And he cut off a bit of ground there, running well inside the boundary line to get there breathlessly.
Play about 20 metres out from the Swans' goal. Reece Jones dives on the ball. Free kick. Only 25 metres out from the Swans' goal. Reece Jones, he plays on. Handball's wide to Elvin. Elvin gets past too easily. High ball out towards the wing. Sartori outnumbered 2-1. Punch away. Roving the pack. Byrne kicks it off the ground. Kicks it off the ground again. Williams confronted by Justin Madden, who puts his big butt right in Greg Williams' face. And down goes the reigning Brownlow medalist. And up comes the praying mantis.
And Justin enjoyed that one. Thrip back on the ground. Madden wins the tap. Beautiful. Gleeson under pressure. Wide for Sartori. Henwood closed the gap well to get there. Hawke has been in all the tough things today for the Swans. But the Swans still haven't scored in this last quarter. They've struggled to 7 goals 6. The Blues are 13-18. And the team that has scored 200 2 weeks in a row and then 198 last week looked like coming unstuck. Quirk's kick up towards full forward. Capper to the back. Thrip there, but Reece Jones coming in for his 23rd possession. Well, mightn't go down as a possession, but he draws warm applause from the Carlton fans. What a cool game he's played. Just some of the smothers, tackles he's put on. Brilliant.
He's very agile. Even when the ball was over the boundary line, he picked it up nicely. Naily breaks clear. Possession number 30. Mark taken by Johnston. He plays on quickly. Sartori making good position, but Johnston goes over the top. Browning can't mark. Sartori's there. At centre half forward. Hunter at the back. Picks up the crumbs. Feeds the handball to Glasgow. Glasgow's got Evans running into the pocket. He can't quite reach it. Close to the boundary line. Evans gets the handball back over the top. Browning was nearly crunched by Hunter. Neagle over the top. Cordy tackled by Silvani's a good one. Ball runs free. Cordy does well. He's outnumbered 2-1 again. Gleeson comes in. Taps on. Wayne Harm style to Johnston. Johnston shoots for goal and he's offline. 1979 grand final revisited, Adrian Gleeson.
Tremendous desperation by Carlton. And Johnston had a little bit more time than he thought.
Carter into Henwood. Henwood down the outer side. Thrip. Over the wing. And Terry Thrip. Long. Big pack. Capper there. Hands to it. Crunched over is Quirk. Then he goes in to apply the tackle. Ball held in there. And the umpire will ball it up. Kennedy not too happy with Quirk. Carlton nearly a century. And the Swans, who've been scoring like Bradman lately, haven't even got to a half century.
Holden's kick towards centre half forward is to the Blues' advantage. Aitken kicks the ball in mid-air up towards half forward. Sartori 2-1. Gets the handball wide. Glasgott's doing the running and the bounce favours him. Glasgott through centre half forward. Short pass. Looking for Hunter. He's got Gleeson in support. Gets around to the left foot. Kick it quickly. He does. Offline.
1 goal 3 to Kenny Hunter. He's been a dangerous player up in that forward line since half-time.
Well, maybe the difference in the score doesn't tell the whole picture. What about scoring shots? 33-13. Oh, mark to Bradley. He'd be almost dizzy coming back from that one.
Yeah, what a screamer to Bradley. He's been a good player, Bradley. Been on top in the middle.
Short pass. Glasgott gathers well. Gets around Stevie Wright. Left foot kick towards full forwards. A poor one. And Dennis Carroll takes an easy mark in front of Wayne Johnston. Carroll, handball over the top. Goes to Neagle. Neagle screams through centre half back. Kicks it long, up towards half forward. Dorotic. He's knocked up, taking marks at half back, full back, right across the back line. Mark number 9. And he's come back to form with a vengeance. He's kick out wide to half forward. Over the top. Chance for Evans. Hand pass to Nailey. 30 metres out. Shoots for goal and puts it through the centre. It's all Carlton. 14 goals. 29th possession to Nailey. 3 goals. And the nail in the coffin.
The naily in the coffin.
There it is, Bernie Evans. They're always looking out to give the handball out. And Nailey just about best man on the ground today. He's put in a tremendous performance both up on the forward line and around the packs.
Well, nothing going right for the Swans. A centre square infringement taken by Bradley. Good distance into the breeze. Silvani. Well, Stephen Silvani right in front and about 30 metres out. Found kicks hard to come by today. Carlton burying the Swans. There's another one. Second goal, De Jong surge. And Carlton surging away, 110 to 48.
The Swans have fallen right away in this last quarter, and Carlton have got better and better. There it is, an uncontested mark to Silvani in the forward line. Should never happen.
Prime Minister can still smile. His team is getting a hiding.
Well, I bet you he's not marking down Swans goal kickers.
There's Tommy not looking very happy, wondering what he can do to lift this side, but it's all too late.
18 minutes into the quarter, they haven't added to their three-quarter time score. 7-6, Carlton 15-20. Michael Byrne in the ruck for the Swans. Madden gets the tap out. Here's a chance for Hawke. Handball to Williams. Williams left foot kick high. Capper and McKenzie. Good tap away. Aitken, who's been a great support for Dorotic in the back line. Nothing wrong with McKenzie's work either. Ball runs free. Williams a chance. Over the top. Kernahan in the way. Handball back. Reece Jones. Can he get past? He can. Kicks it with the right foot into the centre. Slews off the side of his boot. Tui's there for the Swans. Handball backwards. Henwood. Left foot kick to half forward. Mark to Holden.
Actually, the Swans haven't scored since the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Gone nearly half a game of football without a point. Here's a chance for Wright to put an end to that, but it is only a point. And from 7 minutes third quarter to 20 minutes last quarter is a long time between scoring.
Kick in. Aitken's made good position at half-back and takes an easy mark. Swan players arrive a little too late. Aitken short pass. Finds Elvin. The Blues are on the run again. Elvin's got Robertson in support at half-back. In short, he finds Evans. Evans kicks towards the Sartori direction. And Sartori marks at centre-half forward. Handball to Glasgow. At centre-half forward, he gets around Byrne. Kicks around the corner. It's in short. Madden. Finessing. Handball over the top. Nailey. Kick into the pocket. Cordy's under pressure. He'll see it over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw-in the Carlton forward pocket area, only 12 or 13 metres around from their goal.
Into the breeze this quarter, Carlton have been 4-4 to 1 behind. Right. Holden held by one arm, allowing Kernahan in. Bradley had time for a quick look, but before he gathered, goes for goal but misses. Good one-hander by Justin Madden, but behind the behind line. Rod Carter has a bit of a grapple with him. Not too much to smile or nod about today.
I think one of the Carlton fans liked Rod Carter's face a bit there too. Carter kicks to centre half back. Mark taken in that position by Bays. Bays plays on. Kicks slews off the side of his boot a little out to half towards the wing area. And Elvin, another member of that tremendous Carlton defence. A poor kick, mark taken by Tui. Tui at half-back for the Swans. Kicks it back towards centre-half forward. Rhys Jones over the top. Well, there's been some football, Australian rules football, at its best this afternoon at Princes Park. Rhys Jones to Elvin. Elvin in short finds Bradley, and Bradley slows the play down a little. 21 minutes gone in the last quarter. The Blues lead by 62 points. Bradley at half-back.
Just over the centre, Tui. Free kick to Bernard Tui. Crowd disappointed. Off to Bolton. Haven't seen much of this, and we haven't seen much of the Swans bursting up the centre today. And if they ever do, they get chopped off by people like Aitken and Dorotich. Here's Bradley, on to Alvin. The Blues running amok. Nailey has been sensational. Gleeson going past, but Nailey pops it up high for Madden. Good play, but no mark. And the ball out of play. Carter down hurt.
Well, Justin Madden had his hands on it, just couldn't quite grab it. Boundary throw in. Bays at the back. Kicks from the standing position towards the wing. Good punch away. Bolton. Williams there for the Swans. Chased by Kernahan, and it's good play because his kick was ineffective. Rhys Jones tidies up from half-back. Gee whiz, has he improved as a defender. Up towards half-forward. Well gathered by Sartori. Robertson. Kick around the corner. Silvani takes the mark 40 metres out. Directly in front. And a chance to kick the Blues' 16th goal. Unselfishly, he gives it to Kennedy. The angle a little worse, but Kennedy a lot closer to goal. 17 possessions for Michael Kennedy. Madden and Carter having a bit of fun and games in the goal square. Kennedy kicks for goal and puts it through. Appeals or applauds to the crowd. And the massacre continues at Princes Park.
Yes, it's disappointing for the Swans after 3 great performances in the last 3 weeks. But they've run into Carlton today playing at the top of their form. And they've really lifted their game from what we've seen over the last few weeks. And this is a top combination, this Carlton side, when they're all playing well.
Greg Williams through the middle. One out, Kappa. McKenzie. Good mark. Plays on to Road. Steers it up the ground to Bradley, who marks in front of Browning. There might be more goals in store yet for Carlton. Bradley's kick is good to Nailey. Well, the Swans, a couple of double centuries and one almost. Just about came back to earth today with a duck. Hunter flying high. Big pack. Who's got it? No one. Play on. The umpire will ball it up.
High flyer Stephen Silvani at the back. Umpire Saws in control. Bounces at half-back for the Swans. Nailey roves well. Handball long. Intercepted by Cordy. Breaks the tackle. Kicks it out towards the wing. Bradley had the ball on the string in the last quarter. Kicks it in towards Kernahan, and Kernahan takes the mark between the centre and half-forward. He plays on quickly. High towards centre forward. Aitken up from half-back. '20th kick coming up for the young man who's only played a handful of games. Just returned to the senior side after breaking his jaw against Hawthorn earlier in the season. And the Blues didn't waste much time putting him back in the team. He punts for goal. It's a good-looking kick. It's another goal to the Blues. And he laid it, number 22. Races back through the centre. 17th goal to Carlton.
Well, played a top game, Aitken, after being out with injury. After he had a broken jaw, and this is his first senior game back. And here's the mark again. Great mark in front. Just slip. coming across the pack there in front of Silvani and Neil Cordy.
All a bit boring to the Prime Minister, I'm afraid. The Swans have managed just one behind in this last quarter. Aitken, who kicked the last goal, punches away to the assistance of Dorotic. Long penetrating kick by Dorotic. Silvani there with Cordy. Browning back in defence. Poor kick going nowhere. Neagle bursts onto it, but overruns it. Leaves it for Aitken again. And Hunter. Henwood for the Swans. Gee, that assurance and confidence that they've been showing recently in Sydney has deserted them. Alvin at the back. Gleeson, great roving. Bradley, burning in this last turn. Rhys Jones. Look out, it's coming from behind. Loses it. All Swans there. Hawke underneath the pack once again. Gets the free kick.
Now, poor tackle by Bernie Evans, but perhaps the umpires may be a little sympathetic to the Swans now because they've been slaughtered in this last quarter. They've only kicked 1 point since early in the third quarter. The ball in the hands of Tony Morwood. He kicks towards half forward. Dorotic! Magnificent mark. 10th mark to the big Blues half back. Feeds it off to McKenzie. He's crashed to the ground as he kicks by Kappa. Ball runs free. Byrne. Crash. Right. Stevie Wright. Handball to Bolton. Inside 50 metres. Chance for Dennis Carroll. He shoots for goal. It swings around with a breeze. And the Swans' first goal since about the 15-minute mark, 7-minute mark of the third quarter, kicked by their captain, Dennis Carroll.
And that's only their second goal in the second half of this match, which just goes to show the complete dominance that Carlton has had over the Swans. Here's Carroll now up on the forward line. And it's all too late, unfortunately, for Sydney.
Light rain falling now, but it won't dampen the enthusiasm and the delight of the Carlton fans when the siren goes. Just minutes away. Gleeson, brilliant. To Hunter. Satori, kicked 3 in the first quarter, nothing since. Hunter again. Hawke once more for the Swans. Certainly among their best, if not the best. Evans, a good gather. Up well inside half forward. Browning back in defence. Good chase, Silvani. Browning under pressure, but puts it wide for Neagle. Bit of space for him. Goes long. Kappa outnumbered about 3 to 1. Tapped down by Dorotic. Great play. McKenzie said thanks a lot. Gets it back. Kernahan. There's the siren. Carlton on top of the ladder. And the Swans' trip to Melbourne has been a disaster. I think Bob Hawke would have to concede that his beloved Swans have played a much better team, certainly on the day. And look at the broad grins by the Carlton players. 8 of them had more than 20 possessions. And Craig Bradley had 13 in the last quarter as Carlton ran away with it, even into the breeze, to kick 6 goals, 5 in the last quarter to the Swans 1-1. A brilliant display by Carlton to win it 17-21, 123 to the Swans 8-7, 55. The leading goal scorers for Carlton, Sartori got 3, Naily kicked 3, 2 each to Silvani and Kernahan, and also Kennedy. And for the Swans, only one player got more than 1, and that was David Bolton. Carlton, the heroes in front of their home crowd here at Princes Park.